That'll be
Flipshades, thanks for joining us, man.
Hey.
As you were just saying, we had a interesting shared experience last night.
Bro, it was like the craziest shared experience. Like the whole room, everybody was just sitting at their tables, chilling and vibing and eating and stuff. I just got my steaks. I was like grinding for
Right.
And then he just like stood up, and I didn't even realize what was happening. It was in my peripheral, and then she yelled. This dude he's a friend of ours too, was choking on his steak, like in the worst way. And I needed a Heimlich, and our other friend Emily stood up and said, "He's choking. We need help right now." And then we all kind of snapped into it. Like I didn't know what was happening. I didn't even realize. You know what I mean? You out of your peripheral created something as well. You know what I mean? Like you're what did you think it was? It was like somebody.
Yeah, I was like, is someone fighting? Are they holding him back?
Yeah, because it's a weird position. You know what I mean?
And not to mention, like, it was after the convention. It was late. Everyone's in zombie mode, just trying to eat.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a crazy experience, but it's something that we'll all remember. That we'll be like, hey, remember that time when Sailor almost choked on the steak? And we'll be like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then he survived. And it was okay.
It's okay. Everything's okay.
He finished that steak.
So I have some questions for you. First off, do you think artists nowadays are charging too much or too little?
I mean, really, it's art, right? So you can charge whatever you want for it. And if people want that art, they'll pay you for it. I feel like that's the same with any art. Like if you paint a painting that's like 24 by 36 or something, and you charge 50K for it, that seems like a lot of money. But like, we don't know what went into it. You don't know what I mean? Like our art, maybe you can make faster, but there's the 25 years of tattooing before that, you know what I mean? That like really is what went into it, you know what I mean? Like as long as I think like you make it like with good intention and don't try to hustle people, you know what I mean? You can kind of do that. Also, I feel like anybody that's really like, I don't know, in tune with their client and their art doesn't like try to gouge people too much, you know?
Do you think tattooers with no tattoos are acceptable?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not? You know what I mean? Like that has no bearing on it at all.
Right.
You can be anything.
I think there was the stigma originally where maybe a client might be nervous.
Yeah, a client could be nervous, but I mean, if the artist has a good portfolio, then that's good. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe they just, I don't know why. Maybe could be reasons or something. I don't know, but it is rare though. I think I've met one. It was like a Turkish guy.
Yeah.
Who had no tattoos. He was a great tattooer.
Yeah, I mean, Goldie Z, Alex Sorsa, no tattoo.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What do you think of the tattoo economy in the last year?
Man, it got crazy. This winter was like the worst winter I've ever seen. Yeah. Like, I've been tattooing for like 23 or 24 years now. And this is like the absolute worst winter. Even like with the, the old like recession year or whatever, like what was it, 2007 or 8 or something, that was nowhere near as bad as this. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Like I've seen people get other jobs and all kinds of stuff. Never seen that.
Do you think there's any reason this might have happened?
I don't know, man. It's got some sort of economy thing, maybe a bubble from getting free money, or I have no idea. Maybe it's like a late bubble. I don't know how that shit really works, but it was weird. I prepared myself, like I just always have done that because there were rough winters. Yeah. So like I'm just used to that. But I watched like a lot of other people struggle harder than I've ever seen. So where it was like sad, and, you know what I mean? Like people couldn't afford their booth rents and things.
Do you think there's anything we can do to help each other get through this economy while it balances out?
Absolutely. I feel like people can easily just promote other artists and share and like, and even just comment so that the algorithm picks their shit up more. You can like go through your whole emails and send like a newsletter to people and be like, hey guys, I'm trying to do all these cool tats or whatever. These are my availabilities if you'd like to book in since you're a repeat client. you get 20% off my hourly rate or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can drum business up. A lot of people like don't remember how it was before, how to get business.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, go out to restaurants, talk to the servers, hand out your cards, be nice to people, talk to people. Don't be like, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just gonna stand here or hide in my house and wait for somebody to message me. Get out there. You get that client. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of new tattooers came into play in the last couple of years, and they never really had to do that.
Yeah.
Things were just good for a while.
Yeah. It was like the first of the iPad years, you know what I mean? Like, it was just golden for everybody for a while. And, like, it does take ups and downs. It's a luxury. So, like, the first thing to go when it's a struggle for everyone is the luxury industry. So, you know what I mean? It's not like a necessity. Nobody needs to get tats.
Yeah, I agree. So with this convention, the Chicago convention, are you enjoying it so far?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I had a great time. I did a really cool sticker on the back of a guy's head. It placed for Tattoo of the Day. It was pretty nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of artists. I think like 1,500. So that was like really rad.
Sick.
Yeah. And it was wild. I can't believe the dude's sapper is huge.
On his head?
The whole back of his head, man. It's massive.
And you did it like the sticker format with the white outline?
Yeah, sticker. Yeah. It's actually like not really white. There's like, I almost use no white. It's just like low percentage opaque grays.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. How do you feel about new styles emerging in the tattoo world?
I love it. I think it's awesome. And I also think that people are like, just like mashing a bunch of things together, building another iPad that you couldn't have maybe done before as easily with paper. You could have, but it's like a lot harder of a game. Just to like layer it like that and Photoshop some shit together, plus AI making weird shit. And then you put it all together and fully render it and then just copy it onto people. That's dope, man. That's cool art. Like, people can expand a lot of different ways. I love it. I think it's rad. I feel like if you get stuck in like some way that you've been in, you're never gonna grow to the new. You know what I mean? Like, always embrace it. Always grow.
Exactly. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Like, that's what's happening. It's growing.
Yeah.
You know, so I think the more we can support that, the better for everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got? How do you feel about tattoo artists who like to stay anonymous on social media?
I mean, I feel like that anyone can do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? Like, but like, it's, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like it'll hurt your career potentially.
Yeah.
But like, maybe also it gives them a chance to not be known by everybody and like have like more of a normal life. I know that you get recognized everywhere all the time. I get recognized everywhere all the time. So like, I fully understand why like maybe it would be nice to go to Publix without like having to like stop and talk to a bunch of people.
Now, when you're out and about, like obviously you get recognized as well. If you take the glasses off, does it help at all?
No, man. People think like I'm one of a few different rappers frequently.
Yeah.
I dress and I have like a weird haircut going on either way and too many face tattoos. So like they immediately assume something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm someone and they want to ask me who that is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, or something. So.
And they just feel totally allowed to talk to you. Oh, I'm going to go ask some stuff.
I'm right up to it. When I'm like I said, I'm older. But when I first started tattooing, it was polar opposite. There was like a full switch. I was like, this is crazy.
Hey, dude, you're 100% right. I feel like, 10, 20 years ago, you have your face covered in tattoos. No one is going to talk to you.
Yeah, your job is picking strawberries and moving from like field to field. You know what I mean?
Now it's like a welcome sign.
Yeah. It's like, oh, does your face sleeve? Yeah.
Do you have any crazy consultation or convention stories? Any recent ones?
Yeah. Well, there's the choking from last night.
Right.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, I have like a lot. Like, honestly, I could deep dive into that and do like a lot of
like a whole episode.
I'm down to do that too, because I have a ton. I've been like nonstop traveling since like, I don't know, 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Probably upwards of, in the most years, 45 conventions a year. So that's like almost every single week.
Yeah.
But I mean, like one right off the top of the cuff is a girl at a convention in Amsterdam got robbed and jumped into the water in the canal, and I had to pull her out by her dreads.
What?
And
why'd she jump in?
I don't know. I think she was just real sad because she got robbed, like all the money and her phone and everything, and she just like gave up for a second, but like didn't quite really give up. Just was like, threw herself into the water. But you will die in there though, so like I had to like drag her out, and like our friends had to pull her out. It was crazy. I felt like I caught her by her dreads, like laid there. That was an interesting time.
Yeah,
and then she was all wet, and nobody would let her in the to the cabbies or anything like that. So she had to like walk back to wherever she was staying.
Damn, so you saved her by the dreads.
Saved her by the dreads.
That is a great story.
Yeah, that's just a quick little Amsterdam journey.
Yeah.
There's a couple other tattooers around that know that story too. They were there. That was an interesting time.
It's out here saving lives, dude.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, I really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
We're good on that.